multiple shots. All right, he's got a tire out on the passenger side. He's getting on 390 southbound at 8.
A night of terror across 2 counties as a tractor-trailer driver opens fire on law enforcement.
I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Blood, you can see it in my eyes. My future turning up when it's time to be alive. I'm that nigga, I don't mean to brag, but I'm getting too nice with this. Ain't no way that I'm going outside. My pockets been heavy as shit. The bank is
What's poppin', M2T? It's your boy Ron on the channel to be. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button whenever you pull up to the channel. And while you at it, hit that post notification button for your boys whenever I drop. You can hop up in the truck and roll with me. See what's popping. How's it going, fam? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody got them plenty of rest. It's another week. We right back to it. Alright, without any further ado, I have a really good story for you guys today. Geneseo, New York. Officers pulled over truck of 58-year-old Joshua Blessed of Harrisburg, Virginia, for a traffic stop. When they pulled him over and approached the truck, weapons had started to be fired. Check this out.
For multiple. All right, he's got a tire out on the passenger side. He's getting on 390 southbound at 8.
A night of terror across 2 counties as a tractor-trailer driver opens fire on law enforcement.
He fired a lot of shots throughout the pursuit, and we fired a lot of shots.
A lot of shots. One through the windshield of a deputy's patrol car, zipping past the headrest.
If he wasn't ducking, then it would have been right to his head.
An emergency warning to residents in Livingston County: stay off the road, stay out of harm's way.
I knew that if we didn't move, something bad would have, we would have gotten run over.
Tonight, what we have learned about the driver of this truck, as a community and sheriff breathe a grateful sigh of relief.
I have no clue how nobody was hurt.
We're going to begin with Tanner Jubenville in Geneseo with what led to that chase and what we have learned about the driver who was shot during that encounter.
58-year-old Joshua Blessed of Virginia. The Livingston County Sheriff says Blessed was trying to kill officers last night when he led police on a wild ride, slamming into officers' patrol cars and shooting at officers while they were in their vehicles. Sheriff Tom Doherty is still struggling to comprehend the dangerous chase he and fellow officers were involved in Wednesday night.
Like I said, I can't put to words what this incident was like. Challenging is an understatement. You have a heavy vehicle with a man who wants to do carnage. He's actively trying to kill our deputies, and he's got a big vehicle to move around that is nearly impossible to stop aside from having a tank.
It all started just after 8:30 p.m. when Leroy police pulled Blessed over for speeding. They say he refused to cooperate and drove off while an officer was still on the truck.
The officer on the passenger side stepped off of the vehicle to confirm the plate, and that's when the driver chose to leave the scene with the other officer still on the cab. Unfortunately, was able to jump off.
From there, police say Blessed led them on a chase from Leroy and then Batavia, later backtracking and making his way into Livingston County. Police used spike strips, which flattened Blessed's tires, but he kept driving, purposely ramming into and at patrol cars. Officers were firing back.
He fired a lot of shots, and we fired a lot of shots.
4 patrol cars were shot. One car had 10 bullets. Another round missed a deputy's head by inches.
With one of the shots right through the windshield, went over the deputy's headrest and came to rest in the glass, separating the front seat and the back seat. He was in the vehicle. I believe if he wasn't ducking, then it would have been right to his head.
The rampage finally ended in a field off 20A in Geneseo when several deputies fired rounds into the truck's cab. Blessed was dead. Officers found him, and everyone else who was in Blessed's path left unscathed.
I would call it a miracle. I honestly would. God's blessing. I have no clue how nobody was hurt. So many at law enforcement. The size of this vehicle, the weight of this vehicle, his driving, the civilians around.
First thing we want to do is send our prayers and our condolences to the trucker's family. We want you guys to know that our prayers and our condolences are with you guys. 58-year-old trucker Joshua Blessed was being pulled over for a traffic stop. And as you guys saw the video, chaos erupted. He fired at one officer and drove off with another patrol officer hanging onto the truck, hitting patrol cars. I want to ask you guys, what would have possibly made trucker Joshua do something like that? Why are truckers increasingly using their trucks and their firearms as a means to avoid police officers? It seems that it's increasing as the days, the weeks, the months, and the years go by. As far as the officers, when and how do officers predict the right to fire justifiably at a civilian? I mean, it seems like when trucker Joshua started to interact with them the way that he did, I know it's been instances where officers immediately start to use their weapons to help defend themselves. You know, I've did videos about a trucker that an officer walked up to the truck and confronted him, and while he was in the passenger side, the door open, confronted the trucker went to drive off. Officer immediately pulled his weapon and started using force, in which he ended up unaliving the trucker at that moment. Could that have happened this time, and why didn't it? Because is anything else they could have done to preserve trucker Joshua's life? And do this incident make truck drivers? Does it make us look bad, or does it just make the individual look bad? Because at the end of the day, he is a trucker. And we do know that any of us can be put in this situation, and how would you respond to a situation like this? And last but not least, is this a case of radicalism, or is this a case of mental illness as far as trucker Joshua? So these are some of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because really it's not every day that we see actions like this from a truck driver. So when we do see it, it's kind of astounding, because you're like, what in the world made him do that? So I wanted to bring this story to you guys today, and I want you guys to get in the comment and let me know what you think about this story, and how you would have handled this situation, and if the situation was handled correctly or not on trucker Joshua and the officers. All right. Big shout out to my A1 Day ones. Big shout out to the ones that just be glancing in to see what's popping. And a special shout out to the new subscribers. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, fam. And you guys already know. Until next time, it's your boy.
I just got in a whole brand new bag. I'm running around.